Short yardage goal line for the first time today. Usually always kind of players get excited, get after it. I thought the defense did a really good job. That's an area in this offseason that we've really focused on trying to improve is short yardage goal line for both sides, but especially defense. So it was good to see. I think that we lined up better. We played a better pad leverage on defense, which was good to see, and we got some work to do on offense.
How important was it for the defense to come out and have a day like that and really be able to?
I think it's very important, especially with the, so many players, in the front seven that haven't played very much, especially the defensive line, and extra defensive linemen in there in some situations. So it was, even though it was no being an offensive guy, I was actually kind of rooting for the defense because we need that. We need to feel that we can play really, really good defense. Defense wins championships. These players have been told that over and over again, regardless of
Has the defense kind of been sandbagging? Are they better than maybe people have given them credit for?
I don't know. We got a long ways to go. Long ways to go up front. I do really like the way the secondary is playing in general. As I mentioned before, I think Marvin's doing a great job, and they've not given up many explosive plays. So, but we got a lot of work to do up front.
What's happening with Torrin Harris?
Yeah, Torrin wasn't able to practice.
Do you foresee him being back soon?
Yes.
Has David Garness been practicing at all?
He's not. No.
Going back to Friday's scrimmage, were you able to look at the film of the quarterbacks, and what did you see?
Oh, I think that seems like a long time ago. I thought that they did some decent things. I thought the two young guys handled the huddle well. We put an emphasis on running the ball, especially early in that. And with the offensive line, with some guys that we didn't play, we really didn't challenge the quarterbacks much down the field. So hopefully, we'll get the line healthy, get them playing, and get all the receivers back as they're starting to come back. And I think this next scrimmage will be a lot better evaluation for the whole team.
You had Max Storky there again at left tackle. Any sense of him on the second day?
Yeah, I think he's doing great. Obviously, that's a long ways to go there, but I think he's going to be a really good player wherever he ends up.
Do you think he could start the first game if he had to?
I mean, if he has to, he has to. So, I mean, I don't really, it's a hard question kind of. I mean, if he has to start, he has to start. We'll get him ready.
Is Kevin Graf still in the competition at left tackle?
Probably not. He's getting comfortable over there at right, and to double switch and moving back over there. Probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now.
Other than Darius Rogers, is there anyone practicing that you're still waiting for the clearinghouse to get back to you?
No.
Could you talk about Anthony Sorrow's progression at will linebacker?
Yeah, Anthony has done a really good job on special teams and on defense, and we've given him a lot of snaps with Hayes moving inside. He's played a lot with the ones, and a very savvy player, really has a good approach to the game. Once again, has no experience, so these scrimmages will be really important, but we're excited about Anthony.
Do you mind guys like Marquise and Curtis getting upset in the short yardage thing at the end there?
Yeah, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, I understand it's competitive. I understand they get frustrated, and it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We're on the same team, so that was the first time we've had it this camp, and so we discussed it, and hopefully that'll be the last time.
What are you looking as you move into the second week, final week of camp?
Yeah, we're still. I don't look at it really as a final week of camp. All the days are saying whether you sleep in a dorm or not, they're the same to me. We have continued last week and this week. We'll continue to focus on USC, and we'll continue to focus on our technique and our individual and improving ourselves. We're not doing anything for any opponents, whether it's the opening game or any game throughout the year. We've got to get really good at the little things, and so we can get good at playing SC football in all three phases of the game, and then start worrying about other people.
Morgan Breslin seems like he's been doing really well in pass rush, and if he has to drop out into coverage, but how comfortable are you with him in the run game?
Well, Morgan has had a really good camp. Luckily, he was here in the spring. He's improved a lot from the spring. It's going to be another guy that hasn't played, and obviously not the biggest of guys, so there's a concern in the run game. I just, until we go in, and I think it's going to be this week, until we go in there and play a lot of plays, we're not going to know about these guys, and we still won't really know. We still won't really know until we play in real games.
either guy ahead in the backup quarterback situation?
No, feel good about both. Really feel that right now both could go in and play. We would not have to change our offense. I think Clay's done a great job with those guys. Having Matt here has been perfect for them to learn from Matt and see how Matt prepares. So I know we'd be very comfortable with either of them.
What do you want out of a number 2 backup? Is there anything you're looking for?
Yeah, to be able to manage the game. You know, your number 2 really, you're not really expecting him to go in and light it up. You know, you really want to make sure that he can manage the game with limited reps because he's not going to get many reps during the week. So a lot of that's mental.
One more.
Is there any thing you noticed with 75 guys on scholarship yet? Different from last year or the year before?
No, because we've been there. You know, we've already had that problem because of the transfers from sanctions the first 2 years and under signing before he got here. So we've already had that problem. I don't know. I can't remember the numbers now anymore, but I think the first year we were 71 or something. So we've had that issue for 3 years now, and it's not, you know, it's not good. You know, you feel it. You feel it in camp, especially because guys start going down, and you know there's not a lot of answers to go to. So I said it the other day. You know, that's where you feel it. You feel it having 3 more defensive linemen to rotate in there. You know, a couple more offensive linemen. It's going to show up somewhere. You know, you already have 2 guys potentially out for the year. So you feel it. All right.